Good morning students, plus 2 physics lesson 2 current electricity. So now we are going to discuss about heating effect of electric current. So when there is a current carrying conductor, if a current flowing in a conductor, the conductor will be heated depend upon the resistance. So consider a resistor R is connected with the battery. So current I flowing through the resistor. So the current I flowing through the resistor dissipates some heat due to some electrical energy is delivered to the resistor. That electrical energy is converted into heat energy. That heat energy is dissipates. So if you see in electrical circuit, if you touch the resistor, you feel the heat or hotness. So that is due to the resistor. So if electrical energy is delivered to the resistor, that electrical energy is converted into heat energy. That heat energy dissipates. So that is heating effect of electric current. It's also called Joule's heating effect. The next, Joule's law. So Joule's law. So consider again. Here we can consider a resistor. Now we are consider a conductor. So that may be a copper or any other metal. A conductor is connected with the battery. So a current I is flowing through the conductor. So V is a potential difference across the conductor. So already we know the current flow in this direction from plus to minus. So the electron flow from minus to plus. So the conductor has some resistance means. So how the electrons moves due to the drift velocity. So the velocity with which acquired by the electric field, that is drift velocity. So the drift velocity acts in this direction. So if it has some resistance means there is a collision between the electrons. That collision makes the material to heat. That is heating effect. Simply a current carrying conductor is heat. That means inside the electron. If it is a current means flow of charge in a closed circuit is electric current. Here the charge is electron. So electron flows inside the conductor. So if there is a collision, that means if a conductor have some resistance means there is a collision. So collision between the two electrons makes the material to heat. So that is the heating effect of electric current. So now the electron moves. So moves from one place to another. So some work is done. So that work done or potential energy spent by the potential difference or current flow or by the battery. So by the battery some potential difference is applied across the conductor. So some work is done or potential energy spent on the conductor. So work done is equal to VIT. So you can easily memorize or you can easily recollect. Just think it like that. Vellore Institute of Technology, that is VIT, or it's in Vellore. So IIT means Indian Institute of Technology. So here it's Vellore Institute of Technology, that is voltage, current and time. It's a product of voltage, current and resistance. So already we know work done. If you are doing work, that means you have some energy. So without energy we can't do any work. So work done is equal to here due to the potential energy the conductor gets heated. So that heat energy in the conductor H is equal to VIT. There is no external factors acts on. So if a current carrying conductor it heats, if it is at 0 degree or minus 5 degree, if it will heat, no, there is no external factors act on the conductor will heat. Some little bit heat, you just you watch TV for 3 hours, just after switch off the TV, so you need to switch off the TV, then touch your TV at the side panels or back panels. You feel the heat. So that is due to the heating effect of electric current. So H is equal to VIT, that is product of voltage, current and temperature. So it's time. So what's the difference between heat and temperature? In lower classes we have studied heat, it's heat. Temperature is a unit of heat. So voltage, current and time. Okay students, then using Ohm's law. So V is directly proportional to I. So V is equal to IR, that is V is equal to IR is Ohm's law. So substitute, instead of V substitute IR. So I into I squared R. So H is equal to I squared RT. So that is heat gained by the circuit is equal to product of square of the current and resistance of the circuit. Then what is the time flow? So how much time flow? So Joule's law of heating is heat developed in the circuit due to the current flow is directly proportional to the square of the current and resistance of the circuit, and how much the time flow. So how much the current flow for certain minutes or certain seconds, that is time of flow of charges. So again, once again, so Joule's law of heating, H is equal to I squared RT. So that heat energy developed in the circuit is directly proportional to square of the current. That means if current flow is more, heating effect is more. Then resistance is more, heating effect is more. If time is more, for example, if you watch TV for 10 hours, if you touch the TV, it will be hot. If it is for 5 minutes, it's somewhat less. Then depend upon the resistance. If resistance is more, heat is also generated more. So already I told, if resistance more, resistance or resistivity. So resistivity is inversely proportional to conductivity. If resistivity increases, conductivity decreases. So conductivity means conductivity, it's flow of charge. So flow of charge automatically reduced due to the internal collision. So that internal collision produces heating effect of electric current. Then I like to say one problem. Just consider a battery. It generates 5 ampere current. That 5 ampere current flows through the resistance 10 ohm for 5 minutes. So what is the heat generated in the resistance? It's in the resistor. So already we know heat generated, H is equal to I squared RT. So first the value of current, it's 5 squared, then resistance 10 ohm, then time. The time should be in seconds, not in minutes. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 5 minutes is equal to 5 into 60, that is equal to 300 seconds. So substitute 300 seconds, and 5 squared is equal to 25. So 25 into 3000. Just 25 into 3. 25 into 2, 50. 25 into 3, it's 75. So again substitute, balance 0. So 75,000. So what is the unit? So heat is a energy. So unit of energy is joule. So 75,000 joule. So we can just cut it as 75 kilojoule. So what we have done, using the Joule's law of heating, so we can find how much heat energy is developed in the electrical circuit. So how much current, we need to have some values as the value of current and resistance, how much time the charge flow in the electrical circuit. So in this class we have discussed heating effect of electric current and Joule's law. We discuss one problem. Okay students, thank you.